Hello, welcome to Directly to You, episode 11. I'm AJ, a free direct. I'm joined by my friend Colton once again from the Colton Show
Yo,
on various
what's up, guys?
platforms. Go to his channel, look at all the links and whatnot. Today is going to be low key. I'm sick, but I did want to talk about Dragon Drive. I wanted to talk about Indie World announcements, and we finished another Pokemon game. So I want to go through that and talk about our experience there.
Absolutely.
So first of all, we played the Dragon Drive World. I mean, what is it? Global Jam. That's what it's called.
Global Jam.
I played in 2 of the sessions. The first session that they did, I refused because it was like it was like 8 a.m. or something like that, and I was like, nah, I'm good off that.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's like the kind of thing that, like, if there was one session, sure, I'll get up for that, I guess. But with the 3, I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
3 sessions is OD. They ordained.
But the session that we did, I played most of it, and then I did the 3rd session, and I played for like, I want to say like an hour and a half, something like that.
Yeah.
So first of all, what are your thoughts on the game? Because I have a lot of.
Okay, so my initial thoughts is the game is mad fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's super fun. There is like a learning curve to it. I can see this being mad fun with all your friends.
Right.
Like a 3-on-3 type of situation, a tournament type of situation. I feel like even though the Switch itself like has settings for higher sensitivity, I didn't check if the game had that, but maybe they just need.
I don't think the game does.
Other than that,
yeah, I don't think.
But I think they probably need that. But other than that, like, the game is like super fun. Like, it seems super creative. I know they only had like 1 trial available, but it seems like they got different trials around the place so people can win. You get like the random ring and stuff. I don't know. I just really have more good to say than bad.
What's your bad?
The only bad that I have is that I'm not good at it, and it's gonna take some time. That's what it seems like.
My thing. So how I feel, and I want to get a context where it's like, this is a game that, like, gameplay wise, this is up my alley. I like games like this. I like to, like, spin on the regular game formula. If it's not just hold controller, controls like every other classic video game, I'm down to at least try it. But
that's true.
I don't care about basketball. The reason why this game is on my radar is because specifically you and Lee went up for this game. Y'all were hyped when they announced this. So I was like, all right, I'm playing it. I'm down. But I do know that, like, Wes was another person that was initially hyped, but I guess he wasn't really paying attention because he learned that it was motion controls, and then he was just like, I'm out. Like, he didn't even try it. Man. So I was like, yeah, all right. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people like that. Like, I know a decent amount of people are like, just off the strength that it's motion controls, they're not even going to want to try it. And it's a pretty active game. Like, I'm not going to lie and say that you're not, like, actively using motion controls, but you're using the mouse controls more than anything. And I will say, for a little bit, I was having a problem with the motion controls, with actually shooting. Like, there's a lot of moments in my footage where I'm like trying to shoot, and I'm like, I'll try to go up for a shot, and the guy won't actually release the ball. I found out in the second session that was a me problem. It's just a force thing. It's like,
just a flick of the wrist.
Yeah,
you wasn't flicking.
Like, you gotta like kind of like be very intentional about it. Like, you gotta like go through the whole motion. You
gotta actually
flick. Like, I was going like, well, I don't know if you're looking at the stream, but I like, for the people, I was going like this, and you gotta go like that. Like,
you literally have to like OD, like, flick your wrist crazy.
So once I figured that out, I was going crazy. And then the other thing is, defense is hard. Like, defense is very hard.
Defense is so difficult.
And it feels like you got to be like very coordinated in terms of like your positioning. And it's frustrating, or it was frustrating, playing online with randoms because they would never be positioned for anything. Like, I would go up and block the ball, or I would steal it, and then there would be nobody there to pick up the ball and go. So there was just a lot of times like that. Like, most of the games that I won, it would be like, you won, you're up by like 2 points or however many the deficit is, and then top scorer will be me. And let's say the team scored 12 points, I scored 9. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh my god.
like that was like most of the games. And I'll also add, as far as the scoring is concerned, for people that didn't know, there's like, this is like a mix between like a basketball game and Tony Hawk, where like the wheelchair side of it is like there's a ramp and like you could jump and do tricks and stuff like that, and you could dunk.
You get a multiplier.
And all of those things increase your points by like a tenth. Like you get like 2.3 points for doing a dunk or whatever, you know, instead of just 2 points flat. So there, have you had any games where you lost by like 0.1? Or won by 0.1 even?
I can't think of that.
I had a game. It had me tight. I lost by 0.1.
No. Yeah. I think I had a game where we won by 0.1. And we only won by 0.1 because like I went up the ramp and I tried to shoot and it made me shoot like backwards. So it gave me like extra points.
Yeah, I think they give you like pity points when you're like directly under the hoop. Like if you try to like go up and like shoot it, it feels like it's a little aim body, which I'm not necessarily mad at, because like it's easier to steal the ball from you when you're in that position most of the time.
I'm gonna be real. I feel like when people figure the game out, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. People are gonna abuse that. Yeah, I can see that.
OD.
But I don't know. We'll see. I will say I was putting up threes crazy. My threes was going.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell
yeah. You gotta throw them shits up. You gotta throw them bitches up. You realize that the computer, that's their whole game plan.
Yeah, man. And we didn't even do like, cause when we were playing specifically, we did the friend park and we played against one other, cause you can't do like 3v3 unless you have 3 humans. However many humans you have is the amount of bots that you need to have. So we did 2v2 against 2 bots, and we did the standard difficulty, and they were cooking us. We were getting cooked.
I'm gonna be real right now. The game emphasis on motion is very important.
Yeah.
Like very, very, very important. And then they give you the loop of, and I will say that practice is good practice, because they give you the loop of we're gonna defend you, but also you're gonna have to defend immediately.
Yeah. Right. Something that still doesn't, most of it feels pretty natural to me, like as far as like movement and all that stuff. The thing that doesn't feel natural to me yet is like guarding, like because you could jump and like put your hands up and also jump. You could tilt to one side so you're a little taller. Like,
this could be a me problem, but I think the defense mechanics needs not simplification, but maybe simplification. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the other motions are a little bit more simple.
Yeah.
But like, I think it would be kind of difficult for them to like, you know, like, because I feel like a block should be maybe the same hand motion. You get what I'm saying? Like as a jump shot.
Right. Well, I mean, you can block it like that. But like, you're just not tall enough.
It's just, but it's also like the 2 holding down and then jump up.
Yeah.
I think that can be more intuitive.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it yet, but I know sometimes when I was trying to do it, like I would just go up one side.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what I was going to say. It's not lenient enough. Like, I think that they're too strict on the timing for it, where like you could do it at the same time, and if you do it at the same time, it just outright fails. You have to do the left or right side first, and then immediately after that, the other side. If you do them at the same time, it'll fail. I think that if it gave you a bigger window for that, it would feel better. And also, like, I feel like that's a kind of thing where I wouldn't be mad at them, like, just making that a button thing. Because like if it was just press both triggers or whatever, like that would at least to be able to like just jump. You know, like, because you have to do motion and lift your hands off of the desk or your legs or whatever you're using. Yeah. To lift your hands up in the first place. So the fact that you have to like combine all of that to jump in the first place, and then you like lift them up to
then you have to lift them up.
Yeah. Like if I could just press the button and already be like up in the air and that would feel more natural. But it could just be, not used to the mechanic.
Yeah, that's
really
I mean,
sure.
that's why I can say yes, only because like this is kind of a unique experience when it comes to like sports games. Like I played a lot of sports games and a lot of competitive games, and like a motion sensor competitive game outside of like Wii Sports. This one is like kind of hyper focused on specific things.
Right.
So I think it's a little of both. You get what I'm saying? Like I could see like me playing more of this game and getting used to it, and then that becoming second nature, and me not worrying about it because it's a new game.
Yeah.
But I could also see it, just being
still
kind
being
of a little bit more simplified. Yeah, but it's still frustrating. Or it'd be simplified and people be happy about that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So, but it's not like a problem like that crazy. But that's probably one of the things I would say feels a little unnatural outside of everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think the controls feel pretty good in most ways, but I agree that specifically is very frustrating.
Yeah.
So, something else that we had a little problem with, but again, that was just figuring out, was like doing the dunk. Like the dunking feels kind of weird at first.
Dunking feels like a very specific window, but it also feels like they're teaching you that very specific window so you can be good at like motions and movement.
Right. I just started. That's how I started defending. Like once I was like, all right, and I sent a video to Trev where I'm like, all right, I think I'm getting at least how I feel like more often than not I'm going to try to approach defense is like instead of like putting my hands up over that, like in front of them and trying to guard and jump and stuff like that, I just went up to the hoop. I just like rolled up the half pipe and drove through the hoop to push the ball out. So I think that
I'm fucking crying. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I think that's the way. I can hold on, wait. Let me see if I could send you the video on.
That's mad funny.
But yeah, no, that's how I started blocking it. Where I was like, man, forget this. I'm just gonna.
I mean, if goaltending exists, nigga, we might as well goaltend, man.
Yeah, man. Will it let me do this? Forward. I went to forward to Colton. Send. All right, yeah, look at that video. that's how I was defending. After I was like, okay, they let me do this. Bet this is how I'm defending until the jumping thing feels more natural. But yeah, no, I was having a lot of fun with that game, and something that let me know how you feel about this aspect of it too. I think the discourse with like people that like tried it at like the preview events that they were doing, there was like I didn't see it like it in mass. I didn't see a bunch of like normal people complaining about this, but I saw like specific like content creators and games journal people being like, yo, it's painful to use mouse mode. But I played the game for like 3 hours straight and I was cool. Did you experience pain?
Okay, no, it's not painful to play mouse mode at all. I told you my only qualms on mouse mode, right? Is that like I was wearing shorts and the shorts that I was wearing felt like maybe the sensitivity was off. Then I put it on my mouse pad, felt like the sensitivity off. Then I put it on my desk, felt like the sensitivity was off. I don't see that as pain. Honestly,
like the other question I got is, were you using the straps for this?
I was, and that shit did help. That shit helped a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I will say that again, like the first thing that I said when I got in here was like I don't see it as any pain type of stuff. I just see it as like they could easily put a sensitivity thing in like the settings of the game, and I think that would make it like a lot easier because every game that has like
did you already have your mouse? Did you have your mouse mode set to high?
I didn't. I don't think I had it set to high. I think that's why I like was having a problem with it.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I also think those people probably didn't have it set to high.
That, I mean, it's possible. I don't know how they would have in that environment. You know, like most of the people that I saw, and there's people after the global jam that I saw complaining about it too. I don't know. It just feels like one of those gamer things that, like, again, people just have an aversion to, like.
It's new.
I don't want to move when I'm playing video games.
It's new. It's new. It's a gimmick, and I've realized with gamers, we all know this about gamers. Yeah, we don't want change. Yeah. Why are you changing stuff? I want to press one button and be able to do this. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, there's gonna be growing pains. Like my frustration came from I felt like I wasn't moving properly.
Right.
But I know that's a me thing, as well as like, they probably could tweak something, but I know that's more of a me thing than anything else.
Yeah.
Because I was getting used to it as the more I played.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is not a game where it's like, oh shit, well I suck, well I'm gonna suck forever. You got to just put the time towards it. But I do see where they can make tweaks. I didn't feel any pain.
I am curious how you feel after trying it with the high sensitivity, because I didn't try it with any other sensitivity setting. I set and I told you when I texted you the screenshot of how to do it. When I got my Switch 2 and I was thinking about trying mouse mode, Bob mentioned something about the sensitivity, and then once he said that, I immediately was like, I am setting my sensitivity to high before I even tried mouse mode. So I'm curious how, like, if that changes your experience at all. And I do want to test out the other sensitivity settings to see if it makes it actually feel worse, because something that I noticed when I was like trying it, it was like less of like I wasn't moving the way that I thought that I should be because the game wasn't recognizing my motions, and it was more I was not making the motion that the game wanted me to make. Like it felt like to go fast you want to like move a lot and quickly, but this game is like long intentional motions. It's like it has like a jump arc, and you got to follow the arc to do it.
I feel like my issue is because anything about speed, like I had no problem with speed. I could catch up to anybody at any point.
Right.
My problem was like I think I end up doing those broad strokes, and then they want me to like hit the buttons and pull it up. You get what I'm saying? And then pick up the thing and then flick it and then go back down into my pants in the position. And I feel like that's what I'm not used to.
Okay. Yeah.
So then I end up and I have long legs, so I ended up putting it in like the middle of my legs, and I don't have as much surface area as if I started at like my upper thigh. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I think that's probably my issue. I just got to get used to the positioning. But that's like I feel like growing pains are like every game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's. I guess my only thing is I need to test two things: higher sensitivity and like I clear some space on my mouse pad to see like how that works. Yeah. Like a smoother surface.
Yeah. I know that was a thing for me with Fortnite when I was testing it with Fortnite. Because for this game, I didn't mention it, but for this game, I just play on my lap and it was fine. But I tried Fortnite like that and I hated it. So Fortnite, it did not work. And then I tried Fortnite on my desk, like just raw, and that didn't really work. And then I tried the Wolf Den desk mat, and then that was better. But the problem with the desk mat is, like you said, like I have like my desk is a mess. I got controllers all over the place and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
I gotta literally make space.
Yeah, I gotta actually put the desk mat on my desk so that I can use it. But I don't really play Fortnite, so I haven't had the reason to do it yet. But I'm gonna do once there's like a full mouse mode game that I can't that it doesn't feel comfortable to use just my pants leg, then I'll just
Also, again, like I said, I do truly think because I was wearing like baggy shorts that did not help.
I was wearing shorts, but they were like it was like sweatpants material.
I see, and I feel like I want to try it on sweats as well.
Yeah. That could.
I feel like
that's the funny part about it too. Like it's like the meta is like you got to use specific kinds of pants.
Material, like, right? Yeah. Like they could be like, nylon, like a leather pants, and go crazy, man.
That would be funny. It's like you see competitive players and stuff, and they're wearing like
got the nylon stretchy pants, mad tight.
Yeah, man. That would be interesting to see, because this does feel like, to me it feels very ARMS like, where like it's the kind of game where, and like ARMS is the same lineage as like Smash and Mario Kart, where like at face value it's like this very casual, like easy to pick up kind of thing, especially if you never played a game before. If you have never played any type of game before and you don't have these like predefined preferences for something like like us being more traditional gamers and been playing games since whatever retro era, For somebody that like a child, like a 4-year-old, they would be able to pick up drag and drive very easily.
Mad fast. You get what I'm saying? It's the pre. I think, like you said, it's because I'm so used to like when I'm playing a sports game, everything is so reactive immediately that if it feels like I have to use extra motions, it's like, oh, this feels foreign.
Like
this
breaks
feels
your brain a little
hell.
bit.
Like, like, but the instincts stay there. You get what I'm saying? Like, one thing about Dragon's Drive that I really like is that positioning is mad important. So I have bad motion, but I have good positioning. So I can always get open. I can always be where the ball is going to be, and I can kind of be where the offense is going to be at.
Right.
It's just I can't execute like steals properly. My timing on steals is off. I can't block properly. I don't know how to block. I put my hands up. I just put my hands up. When it comes to like stopping and turning, that shit be fucking me up.
Oh, so I brought this up to you when I was playing in the second one. Turns, like once I figured out that you can like break on one side and then just spin on the other. And sidebar, I do want to the HD rumble for the for how it feels when you're moving, very cool. It feels like it's like a click wheel almost. Like it's very satisfying. But once I figured that out, my movement with turning around and stuff like that went up tenfold. Once I was like, oh, you can drift essentially.
That's what I was trying to do like a few of the games when we was playing, and I was just like, I feel like I'm not turning fast enough, or I didn't know if that was the speed of turning, and then I just got to get used to that. That's what like I might have to also like watch people who are good at the gameplay.
Yeah, like see what they're doing.
Figure out what they're doing and what their movement looks like.
Right.
Because I feel like I didn't also have an example of what good movement was. Because you can look at the computer and be like, oh, that's good movement. But it just like the computer was line driving. Right. Like they were just line driving and stopping and then shooting threes.
Yeah. So like so most of the time that I was playing in day one, I was just doing like I don't know a productive way to show this, but I was just doing like to turn. I was just doing one hand forward, one hand back, and I would just like do that quickly. But once I figured out that you can drift, I just broke on one side, depending on where I'm turning. If I'm turning left, I would break on if I'm turning left, I would break on the right side and then move the left Joy-Con to turn forward.
That makes way more sense.
So and it's like quicker, more intentional, shorter motions to do it that way. So I'd be curious to see how that improves it too for you. And that's another thing that was cool about how they did this. It's very close. Like I felt like with at least from my memory, with like the first time that I did something like that, the first time they did this, I should say, with Splatfest for Splatoon on the Wii U. It was like very frustrating because I was like, it was a similar thing where I was like already interested in the game when they did the test fire thing, and it was more so to confirm if I wanted to play the game. If the game felt as good as I thought that it might. That's what this was for me, where I was like, I'm already pretty sold on this game, but there's like there's the chance that it doesn't feel good to play, so let me try it to confirm. And that's what this was. And the thing that's cool about this is like the test was over on Sunday and we could play the game on Thursday.
Yeah, that's a fact.
A lot of times when they do tests like this, it's like a month or two before the game comes out.
Far away.
And then it's like, I just want to try a game, man. That's messed up. But like, it's just a couple days. So that's pretty cool too.
I think at a good price point, with something that could be new and innovative, with something that you could play with your friends and have mad fun with, I see it as like kind of a win-win.
Yeah.
The global jam,
right?
And they're like, even though the sessions thing, people always want to complain about things being in sessions. It's like the game is literally coming out on Thursday, so like they gave you your chance to try it. You tried it. You either liked it or you don't. It's not like a microtransaction monster.
Yeah.
It's a cheap price. I don't really see much to lose, especially if you like basketball or like what is it, Rocket League? Like basketball Rocket League.
It's literally basketball Rocket League.
Things like that. Like you can just go I can see this being a crazy game for like people that do collabs and shit.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that even for the people with, to me, it just feels like to let that like motion aversion throw you off from trying this game. It feels very, very like curmudgeonly. Like I don't want to try new things, kind of, because it's a $20 game.
But that is what it is, though.
Yeah, like
yeah, you can't really hide that in any other type of sense of the word. Like you literally are just saying you don't want to try new things. That's all it is.
Yeah. It gives me the vibe of like I hate fun. Angry face.
I'm fucking crying.
Yeah, that's just what I mean, yeah. like games like this to me is like I'm not, even though I do see like the competitive potential in this game, at the end of the day, this is silly goofy time. It's like when I'm playing motion control video game, it's like I'm at the arcade. You know, I'm like at the amusement park. Like that's how
I'm also gonna be real.
Like
I'm not gonna diss like people that play motion, because I'm sure there's super god motion gamers.
Yeah, there absolutely is.
I'm also not going into a motion game thinking like, damn, I gotta play sweats every day. Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? Right. Like 2K is like that. Madden is like that. Like, this is Drag X Drive, where like if you get the game in the beginning, we all on the same level. You know what I'm saying? like, and then honestly, you'll most likely be playing kids all the time. So there's never going to be a chance where you're just like, oh man, I got to take this game so serious, but I could never learn anything because there's never a chance for me to do anything.
And again, this game is $20. You can do game. It's 3v3. So you just need 5 friends, and you don't even need that full number. You can get 3 friends. You know,
yes, and play computers.
Yeah, you can play computers, and it's fun. We're testament to that, because that's what we did. It was literally just me and you, and then we did 2 other computers, and we had fun when we were doing our session. So I think it's even more scalable than that. Like something that I've been, and I'm known to do this. Like it's funny because like me and Wes are the main like evangelists in terms of like, yo, we should all play this game. But I'm more intentional. Like Wes will be like every month. Wes might be like, yo, let's play X game, right? Let's do Minecraft. Let's play Planet Zomboid. Yeah. Let's play Fortnite. You know, I'm gonna say every 6 months, yo, we should get this game. You know, and this is like, it's $20. You know, it's like it's the kind of thing I was telling Trev. I was like, if there's like people that are interested but they feel hesitant, like that's like the price range where I'm liable. Like if you're close enough to me, I might just buy it. You know what I mean? Because it's $20.
Yeah, it's not that crazy.
I might be like, all right, you feel apprehensive about the motion or whatever. As long as you actually give it an earnest try, I'll buy the game for you because it's $20.
That's true.
Like you could like literally for cheaper than the price of a normal game, you can have a set of Drag X Drive copies to be able to play with 2 bots. I mean, play with 2 other bots, and then there you go for $40. I think that's a strong part of this game, and I think that's a big selling point for how this game could last for a long time. And it doesn't even need to be, because that's another thing that Nintendo fans have gamers in general. It's not just Nintendo fans, but gamers have this propensity to be like, oh well, if the game doesn't have 200,000 concurrents at all times, it's a dead game. You will never be able to find matches. Blah blah blah. If there's like 1,000 active people playing this game, you'll be able to find matches like that.
You'll always find matches.
Yeah, like this is a $20 game on the fastest selling console of all time.
For the 10 minutes that I was in public lobbies, there was always games available. Yeah, there's always people in the lobby ready to play.
Right, they filled up mad fast. It's very stable. Like I wasn't having no problems where nobody got dropped or nothing like that. There's no lag. I will say the like intro scene thing looks laggy. That's laggy. But I don't like. Who cares? Like it's laggy when they're just clapping and jumping at the intro. You know, like
for real.
But all
that's
gameplay,
what it usually look like.
Yeah, all gameplay is just fine. Like the intro of like this team versus this team. It looks like a game chat on the Switch too. It looks like that. But the actual game is very smooth.
It's actually really smooth.
It's very intuitive. It's easy to jump in and jump out. So
again, everything I felt like I wasn't good at felt like it was my problem.
Yeah. So I'm down. I'm interested to improve with this game. I know that like you're down. Lee, once he gets his Switch 2, he said he's down. Trav's down. Ben said he's down. But I don't know if Wes not being down is going to change how down Ben is, because Ben didn't try it either. When Wes kind of like rescinded.
They was Minecraft out.
Yeah, they was Minecrafting. So we'll see when the game drops on Thursday. I might stream it on Thursday. I don't know. It depends on how I feel, because I'm sick right now. I mean, I feel like I'm on the other side of it. I'm like starting to not be sick. It was like rough last night, and then today is like because it was like this whole thing where I thought it was a different, like my throat was hurting. And that's when I left it. I was in Discord with them yesterday playing Minecraft, because I was for a long time I was like, I don't want to play Minecraft, and it's mostly because I don't like playing games on the computer. I don't like playing mouse and key. I hate that. But we found a controller mod, so I was playing that, and then it got to a point where I was like, I gotta leave here. I like my throat was killing me.
You was feeling crazy.
And then after I left, everything, like I had crazy headache, my temperature was going crazy. But then when I woke up, I was like, oh, I'm feeling all right now. Like. Still stuffy nose and feeling a little groggy, but
how's the controller for Minecraft thing?
It's all right. It's okay. Like it's still like I'm still kind of bored, because it's still like this. It's like same thing, you know. I feel like it's just Minecraft. I'm just mining for materials right now to like build my house and all. It just feels like something I've done before, and it's not that fun. Like the most fun I've ever had with Minecraft is when we did the coffee cult thing, and most of my time doing that, we weren't even playing the game. So like it was literally just like that campfire game that everybody was making fun of at the partner showcase. Like that's how me and Bob and like other people that were in the coffee cult was playing Minecraft. Where it was like we just played the game to hang out. And it was like like Bob was like building his coffee shop or whatever, and that was like you're actually playing Minecraft. But most of our time playing it, we were just hanging out.
I feel that.
So that, I mean, tangent, but
that's kind of how I feel about it. Yeah. When I play Minecraft with them.
Yeah, it's like the least fun part about playing Minecraft is playing Minecraft, but everything else around it is like I'm down for the communal thing and doing all that.
I feel that.
But yeah. Dragon's Drive's cool. I'm down. I'm gonna purchase it.
Yeah, I'm super down for that too.
Next, Indie World. That happened.
I'm watching some clips from it right now.
I don't really remember. I saw it. I watched it. It was not something that like, because I like when they announced it, I was like, I'm usually not like super hyped for Indie Worlds unless we know for a fact that certain things are going to show up. And the thing that like everybody's like actively anticipating every showcase for every platform ever is like, is this where Silk Song shows up? I do not really care about Silk Song. So even though
I care, but
fair,
I knew it wasn't gonna pop up.
That's fair. But me, I don't. So like, and I'll probably play it, but it's just not something that I'm like, I need to see this game. I need it to be announced. So I wasn't actively hyped for the indie world. So it was because usually for showcase like this, I hit you up. I'm like, yo, you want to stream it? Twitch.tv/watch redirect, twitch.tv/the Colton Show.
That's a fact.
And we co-stream all the events, even like not just Nintendo, Bandai Namco, Sony,
and we give them a grade every time.
Yeah. But this one I was like, I don't care. I don't even feel like doing all that. Y'all do these things at freaking 9 a.m. I'm good, brother. So I passed on that. But I did when I woke up. I don't know. Probably woke up at like 11 a.m. I just watched through it, and the good thing about watching the showcases after the fact, and I'm sure that this is how most like people that don't have YouTube channels and or like watching people react to them, like you just watch it and you're like, I don't really care about this game. I get the gist of it. Fast forward. Yep. That's how I was doing for the indie world. I was like, all right. And even so, the thing with me is like, even games that I'm interested in, I'm liable to do that with. It's like, oh, okay, they showed this game, cool. Good. What do I need to know when it comes out and how much it costs? All right, I know that. Skip. I don't need a demo and how it works. I just need to know that it exists, when it's coming out, and how much it costs. So that's how I watched this. I watched it in like probably like a 5-minute time span. But I don't know if this is in order, but I think it is. Minute of Hollower is the first game that's in this summary. This is a game
that is in order.
that I'm down for. I am interested. This is from the Shovel Knight team.
Yes,
Shovel
sir.
Knight's a very good game. There's a free
Shout out
demo
them.
that came out the day of the direct, and it's like one of the few 120 frames per second examples
Are you talking
on.
about me now?
So yeah, on Switch 2 right now. So you can play
I'm
it
about
in
to download that.
120 frames per second. So I was playing that. I was doing that, but that got interrupted by drag and drive eventually. So
I feel
I got to
like.
come back to actually play it and finish the demo. Well Dweller. I don't know what this game is. I need to look at the thing.
I looked at some of it and it looked interesting. It looks like
It's
like
giving
another
Metroidvania. Like, yeah,
Metroidvania. It's given surprisingly enough, it's given like the Silk Song
yeah, like Hollow
predecessor.
Knight.
What's the
Yeah,
first one? Hollow
yeah,
Knight, yeah.
yep, exactly.
But you're a bird, so it's like Tunic.
Yeah, that I mean, it's cool for people that like that kind of thing. I'm not really, and that's why I'm not super hyped for Hollow Knight. I mean, Silk Song is like I'm just not big into Metroidvanias. I think my
I feel you.
last hurrah for trying to get into Metroidvanias is Prime 4, and if that doesn't do it for me, I'm
weak.
done. I'm never trying another one
I'm
again.
weak.
But yeah, no, the next game is Neverway. Which like it's
Yeah,
RPG.
we could. I was like, okay, whatever.
I don't really care about
It looks cool, but it also looks like something that if it came out on my phone, I'd play it.
I feel that.
But like, I don't really care to buy it on a console. But it's probably gonna be cheap game anyway. So
Yeah, it's an indie game. It's not gonna be $60.
it looks cool, but it also, like I said, it does look like a handheld game. I will say that much. So
Yeah, which I mean, it's a handheld.
fair,
So,
super fair.
Oh, so, this has nothing to do with nothing, but I will say I was like using my OLED for some. I was like seeing if I had something downloaded on my OLED because like I was like, did I buy Kirby? And it was like hard to confirm if I bought Kirby in the Forgotten Land or whatever. So I like turned on my OLED and I was like, yo, this like it's so like. It feels so small now. Like the Switch 2 is like significantly bigger, and I don't think it's too big. I think there's people that feel like it's too big.
Yeah.
But the Switch 2 definitely feel like when you use the regular Switch, when people
And then switch to the Switch 2, it's like, what the fuck?
yeah, it's like almost like from Switch to 3DS, like feeling kind of transition where it's like, oh my god.
Like.
But yeah,
I played my Switch 1 earlier because I had to go by my girlfriend's crib. And then when I came back here and I picked up my Switch 2, I was like, oh, okay. That's a significant upgrade.
Oh, and on that topic, I will say the thing that's been cool about these events for people that are not me is there's still crazy support in the Nintendo Switch 1. That's been a continued trend. Because like when the original Switch came out, they still supported 3DS, but it very much so felt like second class citizen. It was like you get remasters and indie games, and that's about it. But with the original, I mean, with the Nintendo Switch right now, a lot of the new games that are like Sparking Zero, for instance,
absolutely still
like Sparking Zero is
one.
coming out on Nintendo Switch. On the original one,
it's like, yo, shout out y'all.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That I think that these are even more exciting for people that still own Switch 1. Like I think that these are the like, and that's to the chagrin of people that have Switch 2s, I'm sure. But a lot of people that have Switch 2s are like annoyed when they see like, which I'm not. I can't, like, I would be a hypocrite to be mad at them doing that because I was like that with Wii U when they showed a 3DS game. Like, I'm over 3DS. Show me Wii U games. So it's fair. Like. But
I mean, it's how I feel when I see PS4 games still being made. So
yeah. So like, I don't know, it makes sense. 150 million people still own this thing, and Switch 2 can still play Switch 1 games. The only thing that I think they're kind of selling on a lot of these teams is like not having a Switch 2 edition. Like if you're still making a Switch 1 game, you should still have a Switch 2
make a
edition.
Switch 2 edition.
But I get if indies can't do it and stuff like that. But is this seat taken? Is the next game? This was one of the it's available now video games. This is a game I could see youth playing. This is a game I would text
I'm
you.
weak.
I'm like, oh, try this.
I'm
game.
watching it right now. Yeah, this is definitely like one of those. This is something I could catch myself like in the airport playing.
Yeah, cozy game vibes, cozy puzzle game vibes, which neat. Little Kitty Big City. Apparently, this is. I mean, this is kind of what I was talking about. But it's not even a Switch 2 edition. It's just they updated the game. Like I think that the original Switch also got an update. I didn't know this game existed though. So when they showed this and they were like, yeah, your favorite cat is back, and I'm like, what?
Wait a minute, this cat is popular.
I've never seen this cat before. Actually,
that's crazy.
So I mean, people that are fans of Little Kitty Big City, shout out y'all, man.
Oh, free update available this year, chat.
Yeah, y'all could get that free update, man. Something that did perk my ears up though. Content warning. That's the next announcement.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I said, "Oh, that looks like us as friends playing this game."
This is a game that like people have tried to like Bob has hit me up. I'm like, oh, we should play content warning. I'm like, I don't want to play PC. Gross. But on Switch 2, I'll play it. You know, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down.
And also, I mean, this is also a game, which is kind of annoying. Granted, indie team, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But it's coming out in freaking 2026. And it also is coming out on the original Nintendo Switch. So that makes me like, yo, why didn't y'all do this sooner? Like yo, bro.
I'm weak. Yeah,
2026 is crazy.
Make that shit happen sooner.
2026 is crazy, gang. But I'm down to try it. I'm sure that we'll get at least one stream out of that.
Absolutely.
I'm here for it. Ball X Pit. I don't remember nothing from this.
Now I was watching it, and I'm gonna be real. I don't even understand what's happening on the screen half of the time.
Oh,
it looks like a Galaga style game, but like it also looks like it's not a Galaga style game as well. It's kind of crazy. And you got it's a builder in it. Like it's just a lot.
Yeah. What the heck?
I think I'm good.
It's like Galaga puzzle game. I'm good off this.
Yeah, the tower defense. It looked crazy.
Ultimate Sheep Raccoon.
I was also looking at that too.
This is a question that I have for you. Have you ever played Ultimate Chicken Horse?
That's such a funny.
Yeah.
No.
This is a sequel. This is a sequel to Ultimate Chicken Horse, and so this isn't the like because again the Big Kitty Little City. I mean the Little Kitty Big City or whatever. Like that's like a thing that I'm like, what? This game existed? I'm sure that this is like like this is a game that I knew existed, and it's not even because I was like this was a game that my aunt, who's 4 months older than me, for context, she hit me up and she was like, we got to play this game, and I'm like, okay.
It's just a goofy odd game.
Yeah,
man.
It's a goofy odd game. And like normally it would be, and like if it's just one person that's playing a game 9 times out of 10, this is the kind of thing that I'm like, I'm good. I don't really want to play this.
Yeah.
But
when it's multiple,
but I got privilege, so I can like hit up the indie dev and be like, yo, can I get a code for this? You know, and that's what I did for the game. True. I was like, I'll try it. You know, and I got a code, and it's fun. It's a fun game. So I'll probably check this out. The Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. That's pretty cool. I don't know.
I'm down.
I don't know why they decided to go with different animals. I don't know.
That shit is so hilarious. And once you said the first name, I was like, that gotta be like, and I guess in the series.
Yeah,
he was like sequel.
Game,
I said, why is it a sequel?
This got 8-player mode, man.
Yeah, they going crazy.
Yo, people gotta play Ultimate Sheep Raccoon, bro.
I will say the next game on the list, I'm actually pretty interested.
Glaciered.
Because I'm so confused as to if this nigga is like a man shark.
The description says play as a unique ancestor of a dinosaur in this aquatic RPG that features ranged and melee combat, lots of underwater sea creatures, and unique experience system to level up. Launching this holiday it's a timed exclusive on Nintendo Switch too.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah,
this game. I mean, it kind of feels like more. I don't know if you've ever heard of this game, but it feels more aggressive. Endless Ocean. It feels like that.
I'm weak. Yeah, probably. It's definitely like Endless Ocean. That's like an Elden Ring clone.
Yeah. You know, this is like a game that I would be down to play early Switch 1 days. Like
I feel that.
It's an early console life game, but on a console that's backward compatible and I can play past games. I'm not chomping at the bit to play something like this.
I feel that.
But and also, so that's another thing about the indie world thing, and I mentioned this a little bit in a little pre-show on stream. But the thing about indie worlds for me is like indie worlds feel like I was talking to my brother about that. Like there's movie people. There's people that are like, I want to watch a movie, and then you look at like summaries for movies to find what you want to watch. That's what indie showcases feel like to me. I'm not that type of person. If I'm going to play something, I know that I want it beforehand. You know, it's very intuitive. Like you just show, I see the trailer, I know I want the thing, and I can explain to you why I want it. A lot of indie games, it feels like to me, for me to be sold, I need to actually physically play it. Like Celeste, when they first announced Celeste, me and Bob had this experience where it was like we saw it during various indie worlds and Nindy spotlights, I think they used to be called in the early Switch days, and like it just was background noise, you know. I was like, okay, whatever. But they sent me a code and I checked it out and I was like, oh, everybody needs to play this video game, you know. So it's like indies definitely have the potential to be very good, and like I think that they're like what they do is worthwhile and stuff. But it's just harder to sell me on them. And I think it's harder to sell a lot of people on them for that reason. It's like it's harder to just see immediately, oh, I want to play this game and this is why. Even the games that
are difficult to sell unless like you have a very niche thing that you like.
Yeah, like you've like played a game from them, or like the all the Metroidvania clones that are happening. It's like if you're a big fan of Metroidvanias, that kind of thing. And it can even be a theming thing, like with that Hollow or whatever or what is it? It was something like that. The Hello, the rat game, the game where you're a rat.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That kind of thing where it's like, oh, I'm down to be a rat. You know, like that. I think a lot of indie games use that where it's like, yo, play as this thing that you don't usually get to play as.
That's true.
So, and on that topic, this next game, Winter Burrow, you're playing as like a little mouse thing in the winter. I think it's like RPG. It looks neat.
Yeah, that's a. It looks nice, but that's a skip.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Undusted.
A lot of the other ones that got like the 2 seconds.
Yeah. These are like the highlights.
Those are like the 2-second ones.
Oh, this is like
Undusted, like a cleaning game.
This like what's it called? Unpacking. This gives unpacking vibes. Okay. Where it's like cozy game, but like it's like storytelling. You know what? And this is the thing that's interesting about games like this. Something I talked to Dan about in the last podcast episode, and I talk about it a few times. But like the thing about video game stories is like they're not good. In the sense that, and you're like you're like a film buff, like you like film, so you understand this analogy. Where it's like video games have not had their film moment where like there's stories that you can only tell through film, right? That you can't tell through the written word, and vice versa. Video games don't really have that, and especially in like bigger budget games. The closest that I would say they get to that is games like this. But the thing that's holding them back is like it still compromises on the gameplay in the sense that like somebody that just wants to play a game because it's fun isn't going to want to play something like this because it has so much of its skill tree invested in story. Like the game isn't physically fun to play, but you can only experience the story by playing it.
Hilariously enough, I raise you Kojima.
I think Kojima is a bad example. because I
think as much as I might not like Kojima, Death Stranding 1 falls in that category.
I think
because Death Stranding 2 is actually a fun game to play. But Death Stranding 1, story-wise, narrative-wise, works with the gameplay, but the gameplay's not just exactly what you said. The gameplay's not fun to play, in my opinion.
So that's what I'm saying.
But
exactly.
The narrative is amazing.
Right. But that's what like my point isn't so much that the stories that they're telling are not good or interesting or whatever in a vacuum. I'm saying that they're not good in the sense that they would be better served elsewhere. Like, I think the story of Death Stranding would be better served as a movie. If it was a movie, you wouldn't have to deal with the fact that the game's not fun, because you're just experiencing the part that's good about it. Whereas like
well, then I would raise Death Stranding 2 then as a good example.
But the thing about Death Stranding 2 is the gameplay isn't integral to the story. Like, that's not even really like the
oh no, it is it actually is.
How would you say
in Death Stranding 2? Because like all the stuff that they all the walking simulator stuff that like I guess wasn't fun is still essential to the story of Death Stranding. They've upgraded it to it being like, I can't even explain it without sounding fucking insane, but like most of like the actions and things that you do are actually integral to the story. Whereas,
so
like,
are
yes,
they integral to the story in the sense that the game basically gives you a checklist of like, you got to do these things so that this happens in the story, or are there like minute things that like if you don't do this, this won't happen and the story plays out like this? Because the thing about games, and I don't want to spoil it, but a good example for people that have played it, like Undertale is like one of the examples that people give out for this, right? But even Undertale has like 6 very distinct, and 6 might even be dragging it, very distinct like endings. Like, you got the good ending. That's something that happens in video games, right? That's not fully using the medium. That's still like choose your own adventure. Like, there's very slight deviations in where the story can lead you depending on what you do, but at the end of the day, it's still like a very like overly designed for the medium experience. That like the thing about games that makes games special as a storytelling medium, like in the way that like the thing that makes film special compared to books, is the interactive nature of it, and it's the feedback. It's not just the like, oh, my preferred way to experience the story is like, I like playing games, so I like pressing buttons. It's literally like this, like telling stories that you couldn't tell because people can't have direct input in how a story plays out in a movie or in a book. Something like Death Stranding has more, you have more input, but it's still like a designed narrative that like,
oh, absolutely,
there's like fail safes for like, if you do this, then this will happen. And that's not really what I think. And what we'll see eventually is like the pinnacle and like actual like realized potential of gaming stories. Like, so far, all we have is like half-step measures of like, this game, you know, it almost gets there. It doesn't in this way. And
so are you saying that like the true potential of video game is not the choose your own adventure, or it is the choose your own
I think
adventure?
The choose your own adventure is the closest that we have right now, but I think the true potential that we'll eventually see is when the seams are gone, when it's not like I can't look up on YouTube ending 4 for Nier Automata, you know? It's like literally my ending to the story and like how I experienced it. Like the best example I can give.
Oh, are you talking about like personalized, tailored like stuff? Like
yeah.
Like kind of procedural, but not like necessarily for real.
Right. So it's kind of like how, and there's like a lot of Nintendo games that try to do this now, like with Breath of the Wild, where like there's a lot of moments where it's like, oh my God, this thing happened and I beat this boss in this very specific way that nobody else has ever beaten this boss. You know, like that is like the kind of thing that I mean for like storytelling in games. Breath of the Wild is not a good example because it doesn't do that story wise. It's like stories that you create as the player that happens, but it's not actually integral to the story of the game and the world that you exist in the game, you know? That's more what I mean.
Oh, so that's like Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate is another example that's like closer, but Baldur's Gate even is like kind of the thing that I mentioned before, where it is like a choose your own adventure. It just has a lot of branches, you know, where like you can still ultimately find the like exact precise ending, or like how to have this character say this specific thing, like how to date so and so, how to see all their romance cutscenes. You know, it almost turns it into like a checklist for gamers. Whereas like a game that like fully will eventually take take advantage of the potential of the interactive nature, it wouldn't be as easy to recreate. It's like a seamless thing that like in the moment you wouldn't be thinking about it in that way. Where it's like, oh, this I wouldn't be able to explain to you. Like if you're like, how'd you date that person? It's like, well, I don't know. It just happened because like,
you know what's crazy though, but I honestly believe that Baldur's Gate is like,
I think Baldur's Gate is the closest example.
There, though.
I think it's the closest example for sure. Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where basically like I can end a conflict in any type of way. Mm-hmm. Like there's people still to this day finding new ways to beat bosses or to end a storyline without doing this or to do this without doing that.
Right.
So I do get what you're saying.
It's almost there.
I guess Death Stranding 2 is pretty close as well. They're not actually there because they did start making sure that like if you did go do shit on the side that would kind of affect your story, but like again, like you said, there's always the end goal. There's like there might be different endings, but like there's still like we want to tell this story, and no matter what you do, even if like we make it so that you could kill any boss in any type of way, or you could do this in any type of way, we want you to finish at this point,
right?
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's gonna take a lot.
It's gonna be a while. I mean, because I don't think I think the thing about most of the like storytellers in games, they're heavily influenced by film, but they're not influenced by the history of film and like the history of storytelling, period. Because like I feel like somebody that's invested in the history of storytelling, like they want to push that. They want to be like, what is storytelling in games? You know, like how do we use this medium in a way that no other story could be told through other mediums? Like at the end of the day, you can tell the narrative of Death Stranding as a movie.
But I also feel like the experience is just not the same.
It's not the same. I don't think it's the same.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what I get what you're saying, but I think that's like the deciding factor. Because I could watch Death Stranding as a series, right? And I could probably like be interested in like the world, but I feel like when it comes to like specific video games, like okay, like Death Stranding might not be the best example. The best example, in my opinion, might be Metal Gear Solid 3, right? Or Metal Gear Solid 2, where like the games where like they have the shit where if Psycho Mantis take control, you gotta switch your controller so he don't fuck up your controls anymore, so you can actually play the game. Like that is pushing the boundaries of like, oh shit, what can we do? Even though it's like something like that is like we put that there on purpose. It's something that you kind of have to find yourself. So I think that's the first like step, but I feel like gamers have become so like disillusioned by shit that like we complain about shit like that. Like we'll like gamers will legit complain about somebody trying to push the boundaries in that type of like sense.
I think the thing about gamers and why it's holding the medium back and why I bring up people like Kojima that are like fans of film is a lot of times what they do is they get into games because they get in where they fit in. It's like I want to be a film director. But I knew a guy that like taught me how to design games, and he introduced me to so and so at this company, and here I am, and this is how I'm telling stories. You know, like Hollywood won't let me in, so I'm making my own Hollywood. You know,
true.
Versus somebody that's like a fan of storytelling and they want to like have the film moment of like there was a moment in film where a lot of old timey films like they do the cut to like title card of like this is, and there's even movies like that are more recent that like still kind of do this like more flat version of storytelling where like the beginning of Superman. It's like 300 years ago, you know, like them telling the story by showing you text. Like that's not what
like the Star Wars.
Yeah, the scrolling. Yeah, that kind of thing. It's like that's not what this medium is for. That's how it feels. It feels like we're in the era of old timey film where like they still use the written word to tell part of their story. And I don't think they need to. The thing about games that like people hail now with stories is like it uses so much of other mediums, you know, like it has the written word. There are the like you can find codex and or not codex is like an example of like it's spoken like they
you can find different notes and shit
exactly like the notes you can find notes of like
that'll teach you
this is more lore, you know, that kind of thing. It's like this isn't using the medium. that we have. But all that's tangent. I say all that to say this indie game is like one of those attempts at like trying to do that, where like the way that you like the story is revealed to you is by finding things. It's like, oh, there's this locket that I have, and this has a picture of somebody that the character knows, but you don't know. And the only way you learn about this character is by going through their stuff. You know, it's that.
Yeah,
kind
man.
of
That sounds like Baldur's Gate to me, man.
Yeah.
I'll just be walking down a forest path, and then a naked dude is just chilling in a barrel, and you like, yo, what's up? And you talk to him, and you find out he related to the king in chapter 3. Like it's like, oh shit! If I never talked to this nigga, I would have never knew he was there.
Exactly. So it's that kind of thing,
man.
But yeah, the next game, Tiny Bookshop. This is another game that apparently is available already. I don't remember seeing this game, so I guess
is it like a puzzle, or is it like you have a bookshop and you selling books?
They don't have a blurb. It seems like it to me. It gives me vibes of like kind of like Lemonade Stand. You know that game.
Yeah.
It feels like you gotta like design your bookshop, but it might be a puzzle thing. It also kind of looks like it's like a storytelling game, so it might be less like that too.
It looks like it's storytelling. Yeah, it looks like you also foster relationships with people. So
yeah,
so maybe you are selling books. Maybe you like have a customer base, and like it seems like that. Like it seems like you have inventory.
What's that game called? There's the game where you're like the person and they like fix stuff for people. It's like an indie game. It came out like a couple years ago. I don't remember what it's called. Somebody would probably know after the fact. But like the thing I remember doing on it is like you fix a camera and you put the camera together. This kind of feels like that. It's like you have a job, but your job is really just it's a catalyst to like them trying to tell their story or whatever. That's the kind of vibe that this game gives. Next game, Caves of Cud. I don't know how to Cud.
I don't know. I'm looking at this and this just like something that's not for me at all. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, this look kind of whack.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I guess it's for the people who miss those type of games.
It's like Dig Dug and like
like it's like also RPG and like it's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, if you're a retro person, that game's for you, I guess. Strange Antiquities. There's a cat on the thumbnail.
I'm guessing that's like some type of mystery hunting for magical stuff type of game.
Yeah, it's giving. These highlight games are harder to understand because they don't have
at all.
They don't say anything. Opus Prism Peak. That's not the peak people wanted.
Weeboo game where I guess you're a father with a camera taking pictures of yokai. I don't know.
Yo, it's Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like the art style. The art style is cool.
Yeah, the art style does look dope. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of fucking with how Go-Go Town looked.
Yeah,
it looked like a more active Animal Crossing.
Depending on when that game come out, I might try that game just off the strength of the art style.
Oh, the Yokai John?
Yeah. Oh, Go-Go Town. Opus. Yeah, the next thing is Go-Go Town. That's the next game.
Yeah, that shit look like an active Animal Crossing, but with Minecraft.
Yeah. It's another one of those, the obligatory Minecraft Animal Crossing, like farming sim, town sim.
Yeah. For some reason, I've heard of UFO 50. I don't know why.
I've seen a lot of people talk about this game, and I don't know nothing about it. I just know people were like, yo, there's a game you gotta play, UFO 50, good game, hype's coming to Switch.
I've heard about it multiple times, and I just don't understand what I'm looking at. Is it like one of those games that was out like in the beginning that came in and they brought it back? That's what it seemed like.
I don't know. They didn't. I mean, it's available now. The game's out, so like, check out UFO 50, I guess, because a lot of people seem excited about the video game, but I don't really know what's going on.
I don't know what it is.
And then the last video game on here is Demon School. And apparently this was just in the Japanese indie world.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Let me look it up.
It's giving like Fire Emblem vibes to me. September 3rd. It's giving Fire Emblem RPG. The art style, at least of the ad, is giving like Scott Pilgrim. Like
I'm weak.
I'm
so weak.
But yeah, that was the indie world, man.
Hey man, yeah.
UFO 50, I only remember Bob and I think Thrill play it. That's it. I could see them playing that game. That it feels like a game that they would play for sure.
I think I'm down for Mina.
Yeah, I'm down for Mina. I'm potentially down for the Yokai Pokemon Snap.
I'm down for Content Warning. I'm down for Ultimate Sheep Raccoon.
Same. I don't know. I gotta look at how much Tiny Bookshop costs and what exactly it is. But I like the lemonade stand kind of games. I like Sims like that. So depending on what it is, maybe I try that too. Maybe I look in the UFO 50.
I gotta see what UFO 50 about.
I think that's it. I think that's all the games that I'm gonna get. Yeah,
pretty much.
That's it for me. It was decent. It was okay. We'll see. TBD if we get another Nintendo Direct of some kind, because we've gotten one every week for the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We got the Pokemon Presents, we got a partner showcase, and then we got Indie World. And people are like, "Are we going to get a big Nintendo Direct?" I don't know if I buy that. But it'll be cool. I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, that's true.
So it would be slightly annoying for the podcast because of L timing. But you know, another free topic. There is Pokemon Worlds happening so far on the docket for the podcast next week. I'm talking Pokemon Worlds with Dusty. But we might gotta pivot and talk about Nintendo Direct if it happens. But I don't know. Last thing.
When is the Direct supposed to be if it happens?
There's no rumors. I'm just simply saying that like they've been doing
presentations.
Yeah. If it happens, that would be cool because they did a presentation every week. I don't know if they ran out, if they're like, we're done. But we'll see. Last thing, we finished Pokemon X and Y. Yeah.
And actually, and I will say this straight up, this is the first game in a while where we got like a legit Hall of Fame like animation.
Yeah, facts.
Like, because every other game is like beat us twice and then you fight the real champ. We're like, yeah, we don't got time for that. We don't got time for that.
Nah. Well, no. So you're. Oh yeah. That is true because we started. Me and you specifically started with black and white. Yeah. So we had back to back.
To not see. Like I was fiending to see that Hall of Fame like animation, dude. I was fiending. I was like, fuck, they're not even gonna let me see it one time, and then they did.
Man. Yeah, man, you got it. You got there. But
okay, so we're gonna talk about X and Y, right?
Yeah. W game.
Okay, so W game, very W game.
There's a lot of fun little stuff to do. That's not the game, but the thing that the negative, I guess, for people is it was very easy to get over leveled because the fun things that you do level up your Pokemon.
Levels you so crazy.
And make them easier to level up also. So like
yeah, that was probably the only issue.
Yeah.
Like real talk.
But I think
let me see. Is there anything
I think
else?
that speaks more to the core of the design of Pokemon overall than it does the game itself being poorly designed. Because I think if the game needs to not be fun in order for the game to be difficult, make a different game. You start over.
A different game.
Start over, bro.
Yeah, that shit is not fun. Don't do it. Just don't do it. If I gotta suffer to have like a challenge, like, and when I say suffer, like you literally take the fun things out of the game, like so that I'm challenged, I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want. I had the thing is like I think a lot of Pokemon fans on the internet would be negative about like how easy it was for us to go through the Pokemon League, but I had fun. Like even in the Pokemon League when it was easy, it was fun.
Yeah, I had mad
destroying
fun.
them. It was like yo,
it was mad fun.
I wonder if I could no hit this guy, that kind of thing. But before that, we were just having fun going to the battle chateau and classism.
Making
increasing
bread.
our money, being friends with
crazy,
our Pokemon,
becoming the 1%.
Yeah, man,
becoming friends with our Pokemon, like
doing the mini games,
going crazy, doing the mini games, feeding them the puffins or or whatever you gotta feed them. That shit, that game was hella fun.
It was very fun. It was the most fun that I've had with a Pokemon game in this series so far. And like I think that the games are getting progressively better, but I think this is the first time that I think the game is more fun. You know, like Black and White and Black and White 2 were better, but I wouldn't necessarily say that they were more fun. But this one was
fun. More fun. They were better.
Had a lot
this
of
one was
fun.
mad fun.
So that was cool.
That shit was super fun.
About X and Y.
Oh, L.
Okay.
The L.
What's the L?
Cameras still not flipping.
The cameras terrible.
Suck dick.
Yeah, the camera was garbage.
God. Especially in caves and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just like
y'all can't have big ass cities and the camera
be bad.
Like not moving.
The Lumiose camera is terrible, bro.
Oh my god.
The Lumiose camera is so bad.
It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. But other than that, I don't really got no complaints.
I have one other complaint. What's my other complaint? I feel like it came up a lot, but I can't think of it. So it must have not been that big of a deal.
Oh, I don't like the crowd of Pokemon.
Oh, the horde battles. Like, the horde battles are bad.
The horde shits. Those shits. That I didn't care for that at all.
I don't really run into that many hordes. And I guess that's because I was just repelling it up.
Only in the beginning. But like every time I would see a horde, it's like, first of all, they all be having intimidate. So like I got hit with like 6 different intimidates. And then I could run away. But why am I seeing 5 level 15 Pokemon at the same time? I don't care.
Yeah, that's the shiny hunting method, but it's not good.
Yeah,
and I kind of it's unfortunate that I didn't run any hordes for the sake of the series, because like it's my Will Smith gesture at thing moment of like people being like Pokemon games all ran well before Pokemon and it's like this game runs
what about this
terribly when there's a horde battle or if you play it in 3D. Those are two things that I could not showcase because I'm using I have a 3DS, but the captured 2DS that I have is 2DS. So I can't show 3D onto 2DS. So I couldn't show that. I couldn't show that the performance goes to hell for that. And I didn't really run into horde battles like that. So I couldn't show that either. So that was unfortunate, but it is an L that I'm aware of about the game. I don't have to play it in 2025 to know that it's a thing. It's easy to find proof that the game drops to freaking 10 frames per second in horde battles and when you're playing in 3D. And forget about if you're trying to play a horde battle in 3D. Forget that.
Oh man,
they get done. But yeah, no. Other than that, games were fun. I had a lot of fun with the video game.
The W starters, W Mons in there.
Yeah, W starters, only L starters, Chespin, Pokemon titties.
It sucks.
I mean,
they had the nerve to give me one at the end.
Yeah, facts. I got a Fennekin. at that mine. So W prize. Oh, and speaking of the post game, we actually did the post, and I don't know if there's more post game stuff. And you did Zygarde, so like, you have anything specific to say about Zygarde?
Zygarde's a cool design. When you walk up to it and you talk to him, and then the fucking shit starts, I was like, damn, that's hot. I was like, this is hot. I like this animation. The music was cool.
You said he cooked your team?
With Ultra Ball. He cooked the shit out of my team until like the last Pokemon.
What level is he on? Like 70?
He's level 70.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, okay. You basically the same level as my team. And I like that. And I call him, and yeah, that was pretty much the only like Oh yeah, and then we did the not the battle chateau. What's
The
the other
Battle
one?
Maison. I was going to talk about that too, but I wanted to talk about Zygarde first because I didn't do that, so I couldn't speak to that.
Zygarde's super cool. I like Zygarde.
Zygarde's neat.
I don't.
It's crazy that they didn't tell the story because there's like all this lore and stuff like that. And like there was like a
I
rumor
feel like
that
they
we are
didn't.
supposed to get a Pokemon
Yeah,
Z, but we didn't get Pokemon Z. And
yeah. I feel like I just like got told about Zygarde, and then like I just had to end the game, and then I just went to the place and found him.
there's like
And like
more
they didn't
story
really
about
talk
Zygarde
that
and
much.
Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon than there is
Oh,
in Pokemon X and Y, which is very strange. But
that's so
we're
weird.
not playing that game, so we won't get to that. um, but
True.
but Battle Maison. So we did that. That was fun. I like the dialogue. I always like the dialogue in the post game things. The dialogue in the post game things in the older games, like in the Battle Frontier and stuff like that, they're funny because it gives like procedurally generated, like just random all caps,
Funny sentences. I may be
insanity.
dumb and stupid,
No,
but I
that's
love my
so that's
Pokemon.
this one. This generation, this does that, but that's like written like that. That's like designed like there was Nintendo of America employees that were like, it would be funny if this person said this, like that kind of thing. But older games, they just were unhinged because it felt like they weren't supposed to be like nobody wrote that. It felt like.
Oh yeah, just say it. Yeah, nobody wrote this
Yeah,
regularly.
it felt like how I don't know if you remember, but there was like daily sayings in the older Pokemon games where it's like if you say this thing, you might be able to get an item or a new Pokemon. Shout
Oh,
out Edward
okay.
for the free subscription for 21 months.
Yeah.
Watch on Twitch, everybody. But but yeah, no. So the Battle Maison, that's the one of the highlights for me. I like that a lot. I like the fact that you can do the multi battles. The only L about the multi battle thing is that the online service is not up anymore. So
Yeah, so we
couldn't do
couldn't
it.
go
But that
crazy.
would have been a W if we could have did multi battles. I love
I can't
doing
wait
like
till we
battle
get to the
tower
next game
things.
because then
We could play
we could do
online.
the raids.
Yeah, facts. We can actually play the video game together, and then Scarlet and Violet we can play in the same world. That's gonna be hype.
Yeah, that's
Um,
gonna be super lit.
I love doing that. Like that. That's like my favorite moment. I like that's the only way I've played the story. When I have control over it. Like I've done solo like Nuzlocke and stuff like that, and it's less fun. It's so
Mhm.
much more fun playing
I
through it
feel
with
that.
friends because
It's
it's
so
like,
much more
oh, I
fun when
found
y'all
this
both could
Pokemon,
just
and you
be
were looking
somewhere.
for this, and you here, it's
That
over here.
ass.
That's such a sick moment. Um,
Yeah, OD.
but yeah, we could unfortunately we couldn't do that. But you did the multi battle. Yeah, you did the multi battle too. And we
Mhm.
both picked Shauna, but she started with a different Pokemon for you, right?
Yeah, she had Sylveon. Always was first.
She started with
Sylveon was always
Sylveon
first.
for you, and she started with Gudra for me. And I cooked them. I
Yeah,
cooked
he
them.
got to 20. I did not get to 20 because she kept sending Sylveon out first, and they would be mad anti Sylveon Pokemon on the way.
Yeah, I just used Charizard. I heat waved everything, and anything that didn't die, Gudra clicked Earthquake, and everything died. So it's like I just steamrolled most of it.
Man, I just wish she sent Goodra out first, man.
And they were
I
like,
would have had a better run.
I had a few panic moments where both of my Pokemon died, and she just pulled it out. So it was
But
like, all
she
right,
held it
W.
down. She held it down.
I thought it was going to be an
That
immediate failsafe if I lost, so I was scared of that, but that didn't happen. So I got through.
That's actually a W feature for them
Yeah,
to put in. That
I
is like,
agree.
yeah, don't got Pokemon, but your
But your partner
teammate can
does, so
still pull
maybe they
us
can
out.
win. Yeah, I feel like in most other like older Pokemon games, that's when you get the whiteout state. It's like, oh, you're a
Yeah,
trainer. They blacked out and now they're in the Pokemon Center. It's like, hell, my teammate
that's
had
not how that
Pokemon
works.
left. That's not fair. And like I remember as a kid, I was always mad because it's like, yo, my teammate has more Pokemon than this. How come they don't just use that one, or how come I can't use two of my two Pokemon that I have left for the multi battle
That
instead of getting
ass.
double teamed with?
That don't make sense.
It's messed up. But yeah, nah, that is cool. Post game, there's more like facility, like more battle types that you could do. We only did the multi. I don't think you get anything particularly special. if you do all of them. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do like closer to like when these videos actually happen. I might go through and like do like all the post game stuff that I can possibly do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
And do
about
like
doing. I think
complete the
I'm
battle
gonna. Yeah,
frontier and like like that.
I
Kind
was
of
like, I gotta go back and actually beat the Pokemon League in Black
yeah,
and Black
yeah.
too.
Get the victory road. I mean, get the champion
That
thing.
ass.
But yeah, I mean that's all I got to say. Pokemon X and Y. It was a fun game. We started Sun and Moon. That's fun so far. We'll revisit when we finish that game.
That's a fact.
Probably in like I don't know, month and a half, month or so. I mean,
maybe less time because we be flying through the game.
Well, I mean, it depends because we did that with X and Y. We with X and Y. I feel like we could have beat it in like 40% less time. We could have probably beat it in like 6, 7, but we were spending a lot of time just doing nothing in the battle chateau.
We was getting bread, man. We was getting bread. We was getting money. I don't know about doing nothing. We was doing a lot. We was up to no good. We was just whooping on rich people and taking their bread. Yeah, man, we should have used the amulet coin in the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, that's my other that's my other blight for this game, but it's my fault and my fault alone.
Yeah, that ass not getting more money. Like I could have had $1 million maybe. Yeah. 9.
Because that was like, no, you can get $1 million. You can get $1 million in this game.
Oh shit!
I remember like because as a kid, that was the first. Like I was so hype about that. I was like, yo, I can make $1 million.
I hit $1 million.
Yeah.
Yo, that's lit. That's lit.
Because they do the whole thing in Gen 1 where it's like the bike costs $1 million. It's like I can't even have that much money.
Actually, funnily enough, we should have. Well, actually, we could do that when we go through the videos. We gotta count to see like how much bread we ended up in. Like,
oh yeah, like how much we accrued. Yeah. I'm down for that.
Bet.
But yeah, no.
Also, we gotta bring up the movies too.
That was another game.
Yo, we did mad shit.
That was another game. The movies is.
I know, but I'm saying we did
in the
mad
video.
Shit
You're saying in the video. Yeah. We gotta talk about the movies for sure. Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, no, X and Y is good. It's a fun game. So far, if I were to rank it, to give my running ranking for all the video games that I played through so far, it's X and Y, Black 2, White 2, White 1. Freaking Emerald, Platinum and Crystal are tied. I think they're both bad for different reasons. And then Yellow. That's my ranking.
Yeah, nah. I feel like the games has been getting better.
Yeah, the games got better with the exception of Platinum. Platinum took a nosedive. But all the rest of the games,
Platinum is too much. Like I feel like the Pokemon selection kind of sucks in Platinum.
Yeah, the Pokemon selection's bad. The pacing sucks. All these things will be told in the video, and I've talked about that previously. But Platinum's not good. People be trying to act
Platinum
like Platinum fix the problems. Yeah. And that's the thing about Pokemon, and that's part of the reason for the series is like all Pokemon games are. Most people are going to say the best Pokemon game is the first one that they played. That's what most people are going to say. Me on the other hand, I strongly disagree.
until you actually play them back, and then you're just like, what the hell? Like, because I've been playing Platinum recently, and I've realized Platinum is a grind fest with not a lot of great Pokemon, and like for you to get like maybe the best Pokemon, you have to be able to trade.
Yeah, game sucks. L game. I'm sorry, Kai. Unfortunately,
sorry, Kai. My bad, man.
Game bad.
I know that's your shit, but like, yeah.
But I mean, that's all the topics I had for this episode of Directly to You. Everybody, like, comment, subscribe for the podcast and for Colton, and follow us on Twitch, like I said multiple times. Right on the podcast services and whatnot. Okay. Goodbye.
Yeah, facts.